So I'm happy to be here and I'm glad to share some piece of my experience. And yeah, I guess we can start. So the topic of our workshop will be fast track product idea validation. And yeah, I will try to fit it into 30 minutes. I guess that will be hard. So in case we will not have time for Q&A, and encourage you to contact me on LinkedIn and just give your question or any comment. I'll be happy to interact with you. Okay, so before we start, I will quickly introduce myself very briefly. So my name is Firuza. I'm product manager with 4 years of experience, currently working as product delivery manager in 10 Clouds. I manage software products across various domains, including financial technology, blockchain technology, and transit technology. And I led several exciting products from B2C mobile payment application to B2C, B2B financial platform for trading digital assets. And my achievements include improving team dynamics and performance, executing product launches, and increasing mobile app rates. And yeah, I'm passionate about delivering outcomes instead of outputs and solving user problems in a sustainable for business way. Okay, so let's start. Importance of product idea validation. So yeah, I thought that there are two important causes why you need to test and validate your idea. And first will be very cliche, but I need to mention it. It's about risk mitigation. So, of course, we are reducing risks of wasting a lot of money, time, and energy by making experiments and testing and validating our product concept, product idea in early stage. And second one is more interesting. It's more about learning curve and getting consumer insights. Let's say you are not very afraid of risks, you are ready to go for it, and that's okay. But still, testing and validation will really help you to get necessary knowledge about your market, about relevance of your idea. And I guess it can also definitely shift your perspective either to targeted market or users or even part of your problem and solution. So definitely something that can be exciting and we shouldn't skip it. So, and here I would introduce you 3 key steps in fast tracking product idea validation. So what I want to mention first that when myself, I think about product idea testing validation, it seems overwhelming because there's so many approach for that. There's so many tools, there's so many ways to do it. And it seems so difficult and really time consuming that I can even understand why sometimes people just want to go for their idea instead of, spending a lot of time on energy for just, having this endless validation, testing, and research. But here I will walk you through just three key steps, and they will involve, each of them will involve 1 or 2 tools. And I think it will be easy. So the first will help you to efficiently estimate the potential reach of your product. Second will strategically test the demand of your targeted group or target market or target users. And the third one will determine if your product experiment or even your product is success or failure. So let's start. I will start with case study before I will actually show you the step 1. And case study, I wanted to adjust it to our industry, our main focus, and that will be Web3 related product concept. So this is decentralized virtual art galleries. This is not something new. There are already products like that, but I couldn't invent something new, unfortunately. Or maybe I needed more time for this, so I just went for this existing idea. So that will be a product that, let's say, virtual reality platform where artists can create, display, sell their digital artwork as NFTs, and of course there will be users who can explore the gallery in 3D environment, interact with art pieces, and even purchase them. And the platform could host some virtual exhibitions, events, provide some unique social experience. And I also came up with some keywords, and you will see why we need keywords here. So I came up with several of them, like decentralized art gallery, virtual art exhibition, NFT art marketplace, blockchain art platform, and more generic one, which is digital art. So let's right now move to step 1, and that will be estimating reach. So we are actually estimating how many users could be interested in our product. And to start doing that, I just wanted to mention that the topic of your product, or let's say niche, so niche will be a better term for this. Your niche should be small enough to not compete with huge companies or not compete with multiple companies, but shouldn't be also small, right? Because you need to make you need to have a business, you need to make money out of it. So we want to find some sweet spot. And we will use two tools for this, and that will be Google Trends and Google Keywords Planner. So I already have Google Trends opened here, and for the sake of not losing time, I will not just add them one by one. They're already added. So basically, you're going to Google Trends. It's a free tool, and I think many of you know about it. So, and you add your potential keywords that you identified. And so here I added all of them, and now I want to see what is the search volume of these keywords around the world. So why I'm saying around the world? Because I just have a concept in my mind, but I'm not sure what is the market I want to position it for. Then that will be even perfect to choose worldwide, because later you will see insights that can help you to see where your queries are more popular. But if you want to launch something in one country or region, just go for it. Just choose it here and analyze. So also you can choose the date, and here I would recommend just to play around, because the data for different time periods will be relevant. So you can see how how interest for this topic, for this niche, was changing over the 5 years, over 1 year, 3 years, and even 3 months. So, and I think all of those time periods are very beneficiary to understand actually what is going on in this niche. So, here we have interesting results. So basically, out of 5 keywords, digital art, you can see, is the one which prevails, and it prevails significantly, because others, they have very low index in comparison with digital art. So even we can see, for example, we go to this point and we see, okay, digital art 79, decentralized art gallery actually has 0, and other ones have 1 or less than 1. So, and yeah, you can, for example, go time by time and just see, and yeah, for example, decentralized art gallery 0 everywhere. So you can already understand that this is the least popular keyword. So people generally do not search much by decentralized art gallery. So, and I suggest for you, for example, you can see that digital art is quite high, and it's much bigger than others. So you can just remove digital art, just compare others between. So that will give you more detailed data. Then you go down and you start to break down by region for each of those keywords, and that's also can give you insights. As I mentioned, you can see like, okay, where are these keywords are more popular? Okay, in USA, people actually search more for art gallery here. Interesting. For example, Mongolia, there is a big interest for virtual art exhibitions. So yeah, so then you can go keyword by keyword. You can make more granular analysis. Something interesting here in blockchain, our platform, for example, we don't have enough data. So that means that these keywords is still haven't been very much popular, but that's normal because blockchain is a relatively new technology. But still, you will understand that it's not very, maybe not very beneficial for you to position your product as blockchain art platform, because the search volume won't be very high. So NFT art marketplace, for example, is better. Digital art even better. Decentralized art gallery like the worst. So yeah, I think so based on Google Trends, you get some data, more or less, and you start to move to keywords, keyword planner. So keyword planner is the tool inside of Google Ads, and that gives you even more insights when it comes to some specific keywords. So I will not tell you really much. I will not go into too many details because those keywords, it's a kind of specific area of knowledge, and I wouldn't say I have it. It's just like I can just check something for the product and that's it. So of course, if you have some people around who are experts in that, just reach them out. But first, like even as a person who just use Google Ads first time. So what is the important data for you? So first, of course, you're adding keywords. I added them here, all of the keywords that I already used before. Again, adding here location, and here you cannot actually search by worldwide. So you need to choose a region. And I decided to choose United States, let's say based on my previous Google Trends analysis, and also for the language, let's say. So okay, so you can see there is data for my keywords, and here interesting because we have 4 keywords out of 5. So for example, what is missing? Blockchain. Okay, again, our lovely decentralized art gallery. People do not search much by these keywords, so we need to forget about it. But again, what I will tell you, if it doesn't come up in Google Trends or Google Keywords, it doesn't mean that this is not searched. It's just in these platforms, you will find the data only for highly searched items. So again, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't use those keywords or you shouldn't use those words like in generally when you position your product. But again, you just need to understand that this is something that still doesn't have a high search volume. And let's see here. So what you need to pay attention first is average monthly searches. And again, we need to keep in mind that we don't want it to be too high, but we don't want it to be too low. For example, like digital art is okay, 10K, 100K. But for example, between 100 and 1K, it's not that bad, but it's also not big for United States, right? In the whole country, the amount of search per this keyword is just around 1K. So, and you need to think about how many users you want to reach with your product. Do you want to go viral? Do you want to have millions of users? Or something which is quite niche and you're happy with 500 users monthly? So that's what to keep in mind, of course. Like, but for example, for virtual art gallery, for sure, between 100 and 1K won't be enough. So the next thing you're paying attention is also the change. You have 3 months change and you have a yearly change, and that's also good to see because some of average monthly searches can be low, but you can see that there is actually a great spike in the search. So maybe in 3 months that will be actually very popular. Maybe you're taking a good time to actually start going into this niche. So here, for example, this interesting blockchain art platform has very low search volume, but in 3 months change and year change, there is plus eternity, let's say, how to mention this icon, which shows that there is quite a big spike in the search volume. So that can be something interesting maybe to observe later in the next 3 months or half a year and see, is it really like that? Okay, and the next thing you need to pay attention is competition. So competition here it's good because it's low, and this is something we want. So usually it's good not to go something which is higher than medium competition. So like for us, the sweet spot is to find something where average monthly searches are medium or high, but not very high, and competition is low. So that will be something like, this is a good niche that you can do something, you can work with. Again, it doesn't mean that you cannot do anything with high competition. Of course you can, but you need to come up with something already like let's say more substantial, right? And you need to spend more resources on everything, on your development, on your marketing, wherever. Okay, so that was quick about keyword planners. So, and here you will also have another keyword ideas that will help you to identify maybe better keywords for you to position your product, to market it. Okay, so let's say we finished the reach. So we estimated reach. Let's say my reach will be 50,000 users monthly in USA. Okay, we are going to step 2, and this will be testing the demand. So what does it mean? So you estimated your reach, right? It's around 50K users who are interested in virtual art gallery built on blockchain. And but like, you need to understand, do they really want to do they really see the value in your product? So maybe they're interested in that one, but are they really willing to pay, or are they willing to join your product, to use your product? So it's not only about reach, but it's also about testing the demand of this reach. And for this, we'll also use Google Ads, and then we will use one website which is called Wix.com. So maybe you know it, maybe no. I will walk you through it. So we don't have much time. I will try to be really quick. So with Google Ads, what we're gonna do for you to test your demand, you need to simple, but you need to do your campaign. So that's kind of the most straightforward way to understand if people want to interact with your product. And here I opened, so in Google Ads, you will go to new campaign, and here you are starting. So you're starting to choose your objectives, and I would say you could use the leads. So leads will be something that encourage customer to take action. So they will basically redirect, the ad will redirect to your website, or even have already the lead form from Google in the ad itself. So that could be your objective. So that would be my objective, for example, for testing demand, because I want to see if people want to join, for example, join my waitlist, or join my to order something, or join my sales page, whatever, so I just want them to basically take some action to show their interest for my product. And also, but you can create some campaign without guidance. And yeah, so after like we choose some goal, I'll say leads will be the best for our purpose, then we are choosing the campaign type. So Google has different ads, different campaigns for ads, and they can be displayed differently, right? So, and the easiest one, no, at least for me, so would be to use the search one. So that will be the one when someone is searched for something, and okay, and your website comes up, and that will be, so I'm choosing the search. So, and here I'm going already to my existing campaign just for the sake of choosing, of saving time. So I already created some draft, and yeah, and here we're starting, we're filling out our campaign. I will again not go through all the fields, you can just go through them, and Google is good with providing your some onboarding, some some tips, so you can understand what is that So again, I'm starting with location, I'm adding the language, I'm specifying, what kind of keywords, like what the match of keywords I want to see. Let me go like directly to keywords itself. So I'm adding the keywords. And also I can ask Google to also offer me some other keywords, or I can ask them to expand to add also similar keywords. So there are numerous settings about it. And ad itself, so here I'm actually setting up how ad will look like. So here you will see the widget that you can, while setting the app, you can see how ad will look like in Google. You see there is learn more today, browse our collection, interact with art pieces and something else. So here we chose it and we are adding URL. So that's the tricky part, because you could say that, okay, I don't have any product, what kind of URL? And I will come back to this in a moment. So, and here you can add your lead form, which I talked about. So right now Google already has also their lead form. You can see here, I don't know if you see it because screen can be small, but like below the ad here, you can see join now, join our waitlist. So it's already the lead form by Google. So even without going to your website, I was even thinking, why then, I need to add the website URL if I already have lead form, but this is something, this is some requirement. And, but maybe if there is something else, we can create something without URL. Maybe there is some new capability of Google, you can let me know, but I think we cannot do it. So, okay, so we added lead form, then now we are adding headlines and descriptions. So headlines, you can see this big words, like big headlines, which will catch the attention. And you can add up to 15 headlines along with description, up to 15 description, and no, up to 4 descriptions, sorry. And why we need to add several, because Google will combine it, and it will work like kind of A/B test, right? It's like split tests. So they will combine different headlines, different descriptions, and then after analysis, you have also analysis tools of your campaign. You can see which keywords, which combination work better, and that will definitely help you for setting up next campaigns. Okay, so basically we added everything, and we are doing next, and we're setting budgets. So that's they also have even recommended budgets. So, and it really depends from country to country how much budget you need to set and how many people you will reach with some specific budget. But I would say it of course, with more money you will reach more people, but also it depends how targeted are your keywords and how specific is your niche. Again, not big and not too big, but not small, because if it will be big, you will reach a lot of users, but they won't be maybe very beneficial to you. They won't be relevant to you. But if it's small enough, you will just reach really few people. So be very serious about those keywords and how you set up the ad itself. But also, if you can spend more money, and you can do, for example, the campaign for like 5 days and add how much you want, like 300 zloty, 50 euro and 60 euro, up to you. So, and next, and you just review it, and let's say you publish your campaign. Right now, we have one point about this part which is unclear. So what to do with website link, because you don't have your product, you don't have your website, and where you will redirect your users. And here I will show you, okay, I can suggest a lot of website builders. So there is a huge number of them, so where you can build your website or landing page very quickly. Many of them are paid, but some of them are even free. So for example, I can recommend you Wix.com. So here you can create your website absolutely for free. Of course, if you want to enhance functionality, you need to, if you want to have custom domain, you need to pay. But just for your experiments, it really works, and you can use it. And I will show you what I created in, I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It looks bad, I know, but just bear in mind that I spent really little time. So if I would sit here for maybe 1-2 hours, maybe I would come up with something nice, and like catching attention. So what I did, so what you need to do for your experiments, so you don't need to create the whole website. You just need to create a landing page with CTA, with call to action. So, and here my call to action, basically, I want people to join my wait list. And I'm writing, for example, something catching: join the revolution in digital art. Enter your email here. So join now, and then actually I will see my email subscription. My subscriptions even in Wix.com. So it's quite easy. So here I just added some details in footer, and that's it. I didn't add anything. So, and I'm just clicking publish, and it will really publish your website. You will have a live page. And yeah, here the only problem, it gave me like very weird URL link. So it's, you can see firuzaharunova.wixsite.com. But I think you can edit it, so you can set up something better. But of course, you can also connect your domain. You can buy domain, you can connect it, or you can buy some paid version, and you will have custom domain. Okay, so I think so we are done with testing demand too, because we set up our ads, and we even set our page where ads will redirect. And let's say we got results of our campaign, we analyzed it, and right now it's the last step for us is testing the success, right? So right now we want to understand, okay, I made some test, and I need to validate it. Was it successful or no? So there are a couple of options you can do it. It's basically you are giving questions, you're answering, and you're calculating like a formula. And I do not have much time. I will just show you the option one. It consists of just 3 questions. So first question: how many people tried to buy your product in the testing phase? Let's say 1 week. How much do you plan to charge for your product? And how much did your ads cost? But the second question also is more relevant if you do some sales specific CTA. So even people are actually sign up for buying something, that will give you more overview. And then, yeah, if you multiply 1 to 2 and it's more than 3, that means it has potential. That means your experiment was successful. But again, it doesn't give you 100% validations that your product is successful, but it's already a good start. So I would encourage to do more campaigns, to kind of experiment and to see, maybe get more user in your wait list and try to interact with them. But it's a good start. But if no, what I will suggest, do not get upset. That doesn't mean that your idea is bad. That could mean that you just need to iterate and refine. Maybe you need to change the ad positioning. Maybe you need to change your CTA page, your sales page. Maybe your keywords, are not really good enough. So just do a few more and analyze. And if it doesn't work again, I think then you need to go for more comprehensive discovery. You need to analyze. So again, maybe your product idea still has potential, but you are not approaching it from the right angle, right? Maybe like the solution is not very right, but problem is very relevant, and maybe we need to dive deeper into the problem. So, and yeah, in that case, you can also do it with your team if you have team, or you can reach out to specialists. You can reach out also to 10 Class for this, because we also provide consultancy services and product discovery services. And yeah, I think I did it right in time. And thank you a lot. I hope it was interesting. Maybe it was something all of you know. I don't know about it. Maybe you don't know, but yeah. So let's connect on LinkedIn. You can see also my name is Firuza Harunova. There is only one on LinkedIn. There is no one else, so it will be easy to find me. Also, my email, firuza.harunova@10clouds.com. And yeah, thanks a lot and have a nice evening or morning wherever you are right now.